Hello, Internet. Did you know that one of the most critically acclaimed films in history was completely ignored by the Oscars? And the worst part? It wasn't the only one. We all know that the Oscars are the biggest award in cinema, the night when Hollywood's biggest stars shine and the best films are honored. But what about those that were unfairly overlooked? Oscar history is filled with brilliant films and unforgettable performances that were completely snubbed by the Academy. Today, we're diving into the world of the forgotten and revealing the biggest Oscar injustices. Oh, and there's one specific movie that stands as one of the most shocking snubs in history. Can you guess which one? Stick around until the end to find out. The Oscars have always been seen as the pinnacle of cinematic recognition, but they are far from perfect. Every year, critics and fans debate which films and performances should have been nominated but were left out. What really defines an Oscar winner? Is it truly the best performance or film, or is there bias in the Academy's choices? Today, we'll explore the productions and artists who deserve to shine but were left in the shadows. Before we continue, if you love cinema and want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Also, comment below which movie or actor you think was unfairly snubbed by the Oscars. Now let's dive into the most underrated ones. Oscar history shows a pattern. Big studio productions, historical dramas, and films with strong publicity campaigns tend to dominate the nominations. Meanwhile, independent films, horror, sci-fi, and comedies are often ignored, even when they receive critical and audience acclaim. The Oscars favor a certain type of cinema, often overlooking bold and innovative works. A classic example is The Shining, 1980, by Stanley Kubrick. Now considered one of the greatest horror films of all time, it was completely ignored by the Academy. Meanwhile, less memorable films from that era were nominated and won. Another notable case is Blade Runner, 1982, which redefined the sci-fi genre but failed to receive a Best Picture nomination. It's not just movies that suffer from Oscar injustices. Some of the greatest performances in film history were completely ignored. Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler, 2014, his transformation into a manipulative and obsessive journalist was tense and mesmerizing, yet he didn't even get a nomination. Toni Collette in Hereditary, 2018, one of the best horror performances of the decade, filled with raw emotion and intensity. Even so, the Academy completely overlooked her. Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems, 2019. Known for his comedies, Sandler shocked audiences with a powerful, high-energy performance. His snub was widely criticized. These performances prove that cinematic artistry goes beyond the Academy's traditional standards, and audience recognition is often more meaningful than any award. Some films were unfairly snubbed at the Oscars but still deserve a special place in film history. Here are a few you should check out. City of God, 2002. Globally acclaimed, yet it received only a few nominations and lost to Hollywood productions. A Scanner Darkly, 2006, a philosophical and dystopian animated film that the Academy completely ignored. The Master, 2012, featuring outstanding performances by Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman. This film was critically acclaimed but received little Oscar recognition. The most important thing to remember is that an award doesn't define the value of a film or performance. Many underrated films become cult classics and gain recognition years later. Time is a better judge than any award ceremony. But I'm curious, what movie or performance do you think was unfairly snubbed by the Oscars? Drop a comment below. I read them all. Speaking of the Oscars, the 97th Academy Awards are coming up. The ceremony will take place on Sunday, March 2nd, 2025, at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, hosted by Conan O'Brien. Emilia Perez leads the nominations with 13 nods, setting a record for non-English language films. Spanish actress Carla Sofia Gascon made history as the first transgender performer nominated for Best Actress for her role in this film. Other standouts include The Brutalist and Wicked, both with 10 nominations each. Honora is also making waves, competing in categories like Best Picture, Best Director for Sean Baker, and Best Actress for Mikey Madison. Brazil's I'm Still Here received 3 nominations: Best Picture, Best Actress for Fernanda Torres, and Best International Feature. This marks the first time a Portuguese-language film has been nominated for Best Picture. Among the actors, Timothée Chalamet, at 29, has become the youngest to receive 2 Best Actor nominations since James Dean in 1957. The ceremony promises memorable moments, including a special performance from Wicked featuring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Get ready to cheer for your favorites and don't miss this global celebration of cinema. Comment below if you'd like a video covering everything that happens at the ceremony and my thoughts on the winners. And don't forget to share this video with your fellow movie lovers. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more film-related content. See you in the next video.